Alrighty, how's it going, everybody? 1 of 1 back again. I did a little bit of work off camera, not too much. Just, completely took away my entire existing factory, except for these 3 blocks and this guy right here. And then I built all of this up there. You can see nothing is actually plugged in yet. So I've got a large area that I can now work with, and it's up off the ground, which means that the beans can walk around underneath here. Because, we're all about, conserving nature and whatnot. Alright, so these things I actually hooked up properly this time. So this will put out 60 stereotype per minute, and then this has to take in 120 stereotype per minute, and then you get like 150 out, plus, stone, so it's 170 items out of 120 items. And then, of course, this, goes for 60 and becomes 80, so it's, yeah, I don't know. It's just a thing. Okay. So, I've not done much else. You can see that I do have these little things right here. I have ladders, I have ramps. I did redo the stereotype right here. So, I found out that they broke, I wouldn't say that they broke it, they fixed the thing that I was using to set these up like right on the edge of this. That way they're actually sitting on top of the catwalk, but still, drilling into the ground. Because, it's more efficient that way. So what I ended up doing, Viking, welcome. What I ended up doing is these are still on, the stereotype as they should be. They're just kind of like right on the edge, and then I used a little T section for the catwalks here. So I have a railing on this side and just all of the stuff over here. So I don't even have enough room in my inventory to get all of these things, because I think there's what, like 20, 25, something like that. And there's a lot here. So I still have to do the same thing for the sapphirite over there, and then the rubite down there. This is just the only one that I've upgraded so far. Right, and then I got 22 tickets with all of the stuff that I was sinking using this. And then for that, we'll go into the Awesome Shop, and I will show you what I bought. So in organization, I bought nothing, because I don't need any of this stuff yet. Management, I bought all of this stuff. So this is all just going to make getting belts to and from places a lot easier, plus I can hang them on the ceiling. I can run them through the floors of, platforms and stuff. I can run them through walls. I can even stack these things even closer together. So if you need to run like a lot of pipes through, or not pipes, but belts. If you need to run a lot of belts through, this is a really good way to do it. Did the same thing for the pipes. I also bought the wall power outlets, because that is amazing. This, I was unable to get to this yet, but, and I think that's for hypertubes anyway, so I don't really need that. I did get this one, so it works fine. And then for foundations, I did not get any of these because I don't need them yet. For walls, I did not get any of these because, again, I don't need them yet. For architecture, though, I did buy the concrete pillars and the metal pillars, as well as the railing and the other railing. And then, of course, catwalks are down here, so I got those ones. I have not gotten these ones yet. I also did not get a factory ladder. I probably should get that soon. And then the customizer, I got nothing in here because, don't need it. And, of course, I didn't get anything in here because this is all just extra crap when you have way too many tickets. And then in here, I could buy a coffee cup, but nah, it's fine. All right, so all kinds of stuff, and I still have to build all of this, and it's gonna take a while. Now, I've built up to here because you guys have already seen all of this, right? So you know how this works. What I have not yet built is going to be all of the forge work, which is going to be intense. Yeah. It is just going to be intense. So I have to set these up over there, and I have to get... Viking says those miners look great. Thank you. Yeah, they're just, in line. And... like, if I just go through there and get all of that, like, I will have more than a tier 3 miner could do in about, like, 10 minutes. So, yeah, it's useful. All right, so now for the forge work. So this is where it gets complicated. So we have these flexible blast furnaces, right? And you will see that they have all kinds of hookups all over the place, right? So we have inputs on either side for liquids, right? Or gases, depending on what you're doing. So inputs on either side back there. We have 2 outputs. So you're going to get the molten metal out as well as slag. So, and then of course you have 1 solid input along with the 2 liquid inputs. So for now, it's not going to be too difficult to get this all running, but there is a way that I have discovered through playing this, you know, as I do, where you can stack these things, and then you can have all of the slag coming out at the same time and joining up all of the other slags. And then also, when you're also dealing with inputs over here too, you can have all of those line up along the sides. And so the idea here is that you have all of these flexible blast furnaces facing the same direction going out that way. Now, each of these can take in, what is it, 60 items? 60 dry items. So what we have to do, and we're gonna have a line of these forge things here. So, all right. So just these 3 is gonna be for that alone, and then I'm gonna need another 3 for these and another 3 for these. So that'll be fun. Now another thing that I could do, if I really, really wanted to, is I could have all of my belt work go under the platforms and then come up where they need to. So that way I can kind of clean this up a little bit, and then I can do 3 here, 3 here, and then 3 after that. So I think that might actually be the best way to do this, but I need more Caterium wire. So we're gonna go and get that. Having these stairs is so nice. I can actually get up and down places now. Okay. Well, I have a lot of Caterium wire, so should be okay on that. Oh, and I found out something too. A single, wait, no, or did I put 4 in there? I think I put 4 in there. So a single smart plate, I believe, netted me 2,080 divided by 4, so that's 510 points for just a single one of those things. So pretty cool. All right, so we're gonna do more of these, and they have to be aligned this way. Hopefully that will be enough room to get these things kind of all going. That goes there. I have to align to the thing on the left, so that can go there. Then we'll do some more over here. Okay, and then that can go there. That can go there. That can go there. Okay. So now, I believe the slag comes out of this one. I could be wrong, but I believe that's how it works. And then, yeah, so we'll get the molten metals out of this one. So I'll move that somewhere. I'll get the slag out of this one. I'll move that down here, and I'll just have them kind of collect under there. If I can, of course. I might not be able to, depending on how I do it. Okay, so first things first, we have our crushed stone going this way. So I need to get the crushed stone that's going to come out of this middle portion here as well. So that also has to come out. So this one is not as difficult to do as the other one. The other one involved a lot of placing foundations and trying to line things up. Kind of annoying. Okay, so this needs to be in the middle, right? And then stacked up. And then also off by 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that can go there. And now this should... Oh, that's way out there. But it still goes in there. Okay. So our crushed stone will go up into here, and it'll run out this way to join up with this other crushed stone coming out here. So this will be 120 crushed stone. coming out if it's being used, you know, at 100% efficiency, plus another 60 on top of that. So I'll have 360 lines of crushed stone if I want. Then I can put them somewhere to be processed or stored or collected. I don't know. Figure something out. Okay, so mergers. And then this has to go to here. There we go. And then we can go up into here. Get that going to there. Good. And then, provided I can get this to work properly. So if we're over here, 1, 2, that has to go up to there. And the reason why I'm doing that is because if the sort of covering, so I know you can't really see it, but the flexible plastic, rubber, whatever stuff that comes from this edge outwards, if that is moved over too far, like that, it will not line up correctly with that. So you can see how it kind of goes through there. So the reason why that, I think, worked properly is because I had this thing set up in there. But just in case, I'm going to test it the other way, just to see if it still does it. And then, yeah, so you see how it kind of kicked it out way too far over this way? See how it's not like kind of pulling in over here anymore? So yeah. Just little stupid things. Then we can run that over. Oh, that is not where that had to go, sir. You into there. And then you into there. There we go. Alright. And that's not even lined up in the right place. This is why you gotta test and check and double check. Alright. But if I do it like that, then it looks nice. And then I can go with this guy, and that will go up there, and then everything still connects, so this way it's a nice straight line, which I like, because, you know, reasons, OCD mostly. Okay, so this, all of this crushed stone can then go elsewhere to be, I don't know, processed. We'll likely turn it into concrete. I think I have a lot of concrete currently, so don't know how much of that I'm actually going to need. Okay, so now I need to worry about getting all of this stuff powered. And I think I can daisy chain these things together because it's Satisfactory Plus items, not, you know, basic Satisfactory stuff. So we will put this onto here. It's not going to let me put it there because that's in the way. Or maybe it's because this is in the way. There we go. Alright, and then I can put the railing back. Nice little modern railing. There we go. And then once I get over to here, I can put the little tiny wall thing back. That can go there. And it looks marvelous. Alright. So, this can go up to here, and I believe this can daisy chain across to here, across to here, across to there, there, and even to the last one over there. Now, granted, the wire is going through everything, but, you know, it's fine. Not that OCD. I mean, I am, but not really. Okay. So that should be everything connected over here. And then, if I wanted to, I could put this back over to here. And that way we're kind of... Because if I feed it from this way, then I can run it that way, daisy chain it that way, and then run it across all of these guys to daisy chain those as well, and then run it across these to daisy chain. So it's should work out fairly nicely. All right, so we'll put that there, and we'll run this over to here. We'll run that up to there, and then I can, in fact, daisy chain these. Good. And then power is going to be over here on this side, so we'll put another power pole here. And then, yep, these can be daisy chained as well. Dude, daisy chaining is amazing. And we'll put that one right there. We'll put another one over here. And that right there, that is a spot that we can put in a generator, water generator thing. And that can go over there, which can go over there, and then that one can go over there, which can go over here and over there. All right. So, that is that sort of figured out. Now, I need to get all of this stuff to plug in where I need it to plug in. And the cool thing about stacking it like this is in the middle, right? And then this, there's nothing in the middle over here, but there is over here and over here. So even if I put these things right next to each other, I can actually fit them all three of them in here, if I so chose. Which is nice. Okay, so we'll put this under here. Okay, and then that will connect into there. And then all I have to do is just make sure that these things are connected on the bottom, which is not really a big deal. We have a little bit of space to walk, which is good. All right, that can go there. That can go there. All right. That can go to there, that can go to there, that can go to there. Okay. So why do I need 3 of these things per sorter? That's because the primary will give us 90, and this can only take in 60. All right, so we need 2 of these, unfortunately. Okay, so now that that is there, we can run these under here. And then these will go from one to the next. So, did I skip this one completely? Apparently I did. All right. So now this can go down into there, this can go down into there. And then this is going to be our copper here. So we'll probably do our zinc first because I can connect that directly over here. And the copper I'm going to have to run over into here and into here. So that's going to be fun. But, I mean, that's why we got all that underhung stuff, because then we can actually do all that. All right, so that can go there. Oh, and then the primary needs a Mark II. So I'll get these done first. And then Mark 1 for the secondaries. Okay. So we've got everything kind of sort of hooked up as it needs to be for now. Now I just need to go under all of this and figure out how to get all of this stuff connected to all of this stuff. I mean, some of it will be easy, right? Some of it not so much. So if I have to go to here, we can do this underhung ceiling mount, which is amazing, by the way. I'm so glad they added this. All right, so then what we'll do is we'll take the Mark II for the primary. So this is going to be our copper right here. Then I need to run a Mark II belt here. And then I also need to run a Mark II belt here. And what I'm hoping... Actually, do I have to redo this? Because I have to split this, right? I don't know how easy that's going to be to split. I mean, I could just, like, throw a splitter on here. And that'll just kind of go in there, I guess, where it needs to. But, I mean, I would much prefer that it kind of line up where it needs to. And then... Okay, so then once that is done, I can actually take that out. And I need to take this out too, because now that has to be redone. Okay, so now we take our Mark II to go in, and then we use a single Mark I to go into each of these. And then this one... Yeah, this one is also going to be copper. Okay. So then this will go over this way, and then we should be able to take this and run this directly into here and have it be a nice 90-degree. Except it's not a nice 90-degree angle. That's gonna bother me. Okay, hang on. There we go. That is a nice 90-degree. Okay. And then we will take this guy. Make sure it clicks. All right. So that is going to be our copper all sorted in here. And then we're going to have to do the same thing over here with our next one and then run it down over here. And then we're also going to need to take the secondary out of here and run that down first to get over to there. Okay. Now, question, does this turn? No, it does not. Okay. Yeah, it's not ideal with that spacing. I mean, so let's get the zinc in here first, so I don't have to worry about that one. Okay, so that'll come out into here, and it'll go up into there, and I think this can just be that way, and that should make a nice 90. Perfect. Okay, so that is our zinc and our copper. That should all be good to go. All right, now I could run this way and run it this way and then out and around. Might have some issues with that though. The other option is I could run this down an additional one or down an additional 2 or whatever and just go under this belt. I kind of want to keep everything neat and orderly though, so let's see. Caffeine will help me, I'm sure of it. Alright, so if I want this to look nice, which of course I do, that has to go to there. Now the thing is, I don't think that is doable. If it was just a normal, you know, thing, I think that would be, well actually, hold on a sec. Can I force it? Because here is like a natural, you know, 90, right? So if I put this onto here, it connects. Yes. Okay, sweet. A little bit of clipping there, but I'm okay with that. All right. So then we need to go to here. We'll run this out to here. And then we need to run it back down onto this side. And then, let's see, we're going to have to get this thing sort of... I want to kind of repeat this process if I can. I don't know if I can, though. And then that is... Where is this? It needs to go over to here. It has to be off of this. Okay, hang on. Let me get this lined up over here. Alright, so 1, 2. And then if I have this going into here, I can then take this and run that way. Okay. And then I need to have this separated enough to be able to put in another splitter in here. And splitter, go there. All right. So that should work there. And then I can run this back this way. And then I have to get it to go, let's see, where is that even with? Okay, right there. All right, and then this has to go, okay, so if that's there, so we'll go 1, 2 more. All right. And then what I can do here So we'll put this over here, so that way that runs in kind of like right alongside of it. And that is not the right place. Right, because I need to go from here, 1, 2. There we go. There we go. Okay. And then I need to go all the way down over to here. And then if I wanted to do this the same way as I did the other one, this would have to go, let's see. Yeah, okay, so we're over here on this space here. Okay, so that is roughly in the middle. Okay. So then 1, 2. 1, 2. I believe that will be good. Basically, I want this to look nice under here, right? This is like our official base. It's got to look nice, you know. And then that can go to there. And we're all nice and aligned. Satisfies my OCD, which is great. All right. And then this is going to need a block here. Now, I'm pretty sure that isn't going to reach. So we will run from here to here, and then from here to here. Lovely. All right, and then for this part, right, we had to put this down. So we can go from here to here, make it nice. That's not even right. Hang on. Can I do this without doing that? That goes there. Nice little 90 right there. Perfect. Yeah, it should work. All right, and then we just need to do this process again for these two. Okay, so now we need to go from here. 1, 2. Wait, is that where that needs to go? Yes. Yes, it is. And that's kind of not exactly in the middle either. 1, 2. And then we need to get this over to here so we can put another splitter in there. And then we need this thing to go this way. That can go that way. And the splitter can go into here. Just center it. That's really all we need. Okay. And then we can run. Okay, so our zinc is gonna have to, or whatever. This isn't zinc. What comes off of this? Iron. It's not tin. Oh, magnesium. Wait, can I even make magnesium liquid? Oh, I can. Molten magnesium. Okay, sweet. All right, so that will be going in there, and I will be able to make it, so that is good. All right, and then this thing needs to go over to here. All right, that can go there, that can go there. I'm not really too worried about that so much. And then this needs to go all the way over to here, and all the way over to here. No, we're one off of that one. So here, 1, 2. All right, so that should be able to go here. Oh, that's gonna need to be a Mark II belt. Yeah. Okay, Mark II. Mark II. And I'm missing tin sheets. Do I have any left in here? I do not. Okay, so we'll make some more. Tin sheets, tin rods, tin sheets. There we go. That should be enough. Hopefully. Okay, so back to this. So Mark II belts, I think I already did that one, right? Yes. That needs to be Mark II. That needs to be Mark II. Okay, good. So that is going into our splitter as a Mark II. Okay, and then this needs to be a Mark II as well. That goes directly into here. Oh. I have this in the wrong spot. Okay. Okay, so that has to be here, I believe. There we go. Alright, so that can come out. Mark II belt. There we go. Okay. And then, let's see. And all of this stuff is just Mark I. Oh. Here we go. Okay. And then this has to go downwards. Okay, so that is even with this. Okay, and then we'll go 1, 2. And then this one can just be a Mark I belt. That is in this location here. Okay. Nope, other one. There we go. There we go. Okay, so that is all of this hooked up properly, I think. Mark II, Mark II, Mark II. Good. Mark I, Mark I. Okay. This needs to be a Mark II, which it is. Okay. Mark I, Mark I, Mark I. Good. Mark II, Mark II. Okay. So, that is all of that hooked up. And it does look neat and orderly, if I do say so myself. Not too bad. All nice straight angles and 90s. Okay, so now that I have all of that going into here, we could just like plug it in and see what happens. See how much power it's going to use. Probably a lot. So just for funsies. Okay, so that's not going to let me put that there. Okay. Then walls, you can go there. And then power. That does not need power, nor does that need to actually even be here right now. So that can go up to there. And then all of that stuff starts working. Okay, so we just easily blew past all of our like normal I can't talk. Right. Okay. I think we'll be okay. All right, so this is doing the thing, making the thing. All right. We have our crushed stone going this way. We have some of our crushed stone starting over here. So this is starting to do the mixy thing. Does this not have power? What's going on here? Crushed copper. No, you're supposed to be steertite. There we go. Okay, the rubite's going. Yeah, everything else is going. Okay, sweet. And then this should start pumping out stuff down below. And then all of that stuff we can take a look at. Okay, so that should be making its way. Hopefully. It's hard to tell. Should be moving, right? I can't see anything. Oh, maybe it's because I'm too low. It's not like I can just fly under there, you know what I mean? Alright, so we can assume that that is working as it should. We could check these things. Oh, these things have to be set up too. Okay, so this is sapphirite. No, that's zinc, right. Okay, so then this will make molten zinc. There we go. And then this will make molten copper. This one will also make molten copper. Okay. So that is doing all of that. And then this, what is coming up through here? This is lead. Yep. Okay. And then this should be tin. Okay, so there is our molten tin. More molten tin. Good to go. And then over here, this is going to be magnesium. There we go. And then this is going to be our iron. And then more iron here. Good. All right. All right. So now we have all of this fun stuff being made. We're going to get this molten slag stuff, which we have to do something with. So this is when we start running all of our pipeworks, which is going to be a thing. So let's take a look at what we got and what we can use. So we have a junction across here, which is good. And then this can transport 150 cubic meters of fluid per minute. So if this is putting out 30 per minute, and this is putting out 30 per minute, then we're only going to be using, what is that, 30%? Oh, that's not good. Yeah, we're using a lot of power right now. With just this, we're not even into any of the actual construction stuff yet. Or production, I should say. Alright, so I gotta see what is going on with the power. Oh, wait. Why is this not connected? Alright. So that's like 100 megawatts of power that we didn't have? No? No? Okay, is something else broken? Alright. Let's go and see what's going on. I wonder if this thing like stopped for some reason. I missed it. Alright. So I haven't touched anything over here yet, so it's still just the same as it was before. It looks like that is still doing its thing. There is no power. ¿Por qué no power? Because I don't think this is getting enough water. Okay. I mean, it's pumping water, right? But we don't have, like, enough water. So this is why we put this next to a lake. No, that'll be production. Need water extractor. I need rotors. Okay, I can probably make those. Two, three, four, five. Good to go. All right. Now the only bad thing is we're gonna need a pump, and that pump is gonna need power. Kind of sucks. All right, so you, and I probably want to have this be organized a little bit better too. So let me see what I can do here. Put it so it's just kind of like in the water, but not quite, you know, in the water. Okay, so water, no, that is not the right water extractor. We need this water extractor. And then this has to go over to here. Overlapping another clear, okay, then we'll go over here on the side. I'm not picky. All right, so that can go to here, and I want to get it so the edge of the pipe is kind of aligned with the edge of the, yeah, about right there. All right, so now we need power. Power connections there. Okay, good. Actually, hang on. Let me get this aligned as I need it to be. That's not even close, dude. Okay. How about that? I don't like that either. See, this is, if you have, I wouldn't say this is like clinical OCD, but if you have like slight OCD, this game, probably not going to be helpful at all. All right, so now we need to put in a cross here. Make sure that that lines up with that. Get ourselves a nice little pipeline going into here. Good. And then this needs to run this way. All right. So that'll be good there. And then I need power from here. Okay. Then we're going to need something to give this power. Because I need to kind of like have some water in here to begin with before we really start kind of going crazy with it all. So I need a fluid buffer. Can I stack that on the line? I cannot. All right, so we'll put it over here, I guess. And I need 10 modular frames for that? What? Alright, modular frame. Oh, I can make 108 of these things. Ooh, okay. So that should be good. Alright, so the purpose of this fluid buffer is to give us kind of like a head start with what we need for our water. And then I could run this. That is terrible. Better. Okay. Then we can run this into here. Okay. And then, just for funsies, we're going to get this powered quickly with some automated biomass. It's kind of like the only thing I can do right now, so. Okay, so I'm going to need like half of this. Alright, so that should get this going and extracting 60 meters cubed per minute, which should be enough to run like that one thing. Alright, so how are we doing? That'll give me 400 water. Okay, good. I don't know how long this is going to last, though. It's like not very long. Long enough. I mean, then again, I've got like all the biofuel crap stuff over there, so I could just, you know, connect that in here too. All right, next thing, we're gonna need to put this onto a pump. So let's see if I have one of those. I do. Okay. Now let's see. I'm gonna have to run this. Let's see. We're gonna need horizontal, vertical. All right. That is terrible. Okay, so let's just get this going up as high as we can. And then we can put a little pump guy on here. Okay, I need more height. Okay. Well, how to get more height? One, I could take this thing apart, move it back some, because then I can take and build a wall off of here to get to where I need to get to. Now the question is this actually lined up? Not even close. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to run this over to here. And then this is going to bug me because it's not actually lined up correctly. Well, granted, this little bridge isn't lined up correctly either, I don't think. But what I can do here, at least, is make it look like it belongs there. So we'll do this here. Okay. And then this can go away. Alright, and then we can run pipe attachment. I could do it like on here. Have that go like that. That could work. Alright. And then I need to do organization, fluid buffer. Alright. And then do this with the 90. No, that's not going to work either. Okay, fine. There we go. That is better. And then this needs another pipe to go into the other side of this. Okay, and I've just run out of biofuel. So don't mind me. Just gonna grab 200 because reasons. There you go. Have more biofuel. All right. So that will get our water going up to here at least. And then from here, I need to get it to combine with that water over there, and I am falling off of things. All right. So, how do we do that? Well, I'm glad you asked. We have these side wall attachments, right? I believe I can use this to get it up over to here. Maybe to here. Yeah, we'll do it to here. And then I'll throw a junction cross thing over here. And then this can go over to here. This can go over to there. And then I can run this around the corner. And that should align this. Actually, no, that won't align that properly. Okay, so we need to go here, and then 1 and 2, so that's where that has to go. And this goes over to here. 2D, there we go, noodle, that'll work. And then, that is up at the level of that. So, and then we want this to be probably here. Alright. That goes up into there. That goes into there. Okay. So now that we have that, we need to get our pump on here. We need rotors, okay. Rotor. All right. That will, and then it's also important that you keep an eye on, like, so you see how it's facing downwards now, and you can see the little moving thing is going downwards. If I do it this way, yeah, you can kind of see it moving a little bit. Guess right there is good, and then you can adjust this as needed. So you can connect it wherever side you want to. Alright, so this needs to be, let's see, if I'm facing that way, that looks pretty good. Alright, and then that can go to here, that can go to here. Alright, so that will pump the water up there, and then that should hopefully be enough to get it all the way up over here, so we can join in with all of the other water, and then I won't have to worry about this thing not running. So what I need to do now is disconnect this. Turn this back on. Okay, so now our generation should be enough to get this thing going. Little kickstart. Okay, so that should hopefully start filling up. We'll just watch the flow rate here because it's super exciting. It's like watching paint dry or grass grow. There you go, and when that little needle starts doing that thing, you know that is the pump doing its work. And we are nearly all the way full. And then the flow rate will adjust as we get full. So that way it just kind of maintains fullness, I guess. So that should be good. And then we just need to make sure that we're getting enough water into here. Which it does look like we are. Oh, didn't like me standing on there. Okay. So eventually I'm going to rebuild this thing too. But for now, I just want to make sure that it's working. So, okay, we'll go here. We'll jump onto here. All right. One of your grids has shut down. What? Why? Oh, wind power. There we go. All right, now that right there means that our megavolt generator is generating, which is great. All right, so now I don't have to worry about that so much. And we should have enough water going in here as well. Yeah, that is staying full. Excellent. And then that should be filling this up. That, okay, good. As long as we're going up here, we should be okay. Alright, so now that that is actually generating, what we have to do now is make sure that this power down here is connected to that power over there, because then it's all part of the same thing. A little biofuel generator, I'll just leave it out there. It's not going to hurt anything. Okay, and then we should be generating 150 megawatts. So now that that's done, we can plug this back in over there, and our power demands should be fairly good once we get this thing going up again. All right, and what we want to see is the orange line, because that means that the biofuel burners are not on. And we're just being covered by the 150 megawatts, and of course the wind, of course. But yeah, so I think we're actually doing kind of okay. So hopefully we can keep on going. I am going to have to expand this eventually and add in some more water, add some more of these things. But yeah, so that's basically how this is working. It's not anything super complicated. Alright, but now it is done up, at least in a way that should keep it running for a little while. Which means we can go back to building our base. Alright. Excellent. Alright, so that should be doing all that it should be doing, right? Now, I have to do something with all of the molten stuff. So that has to get transported somewhere. Now, I'm pretty sure that the slag comes out of this one. So, if we take a look in here... Oh, copper comes out of that one. So then the slag must be out of this one. Okay. Alright. Was slightly unexpected, but okay. Okay, so next thing. We have to get all of this stuff coming out of here in a way that is somewhat efficient. So, if we're going to go over here, so same rules apply to pipes as it does belts, right? So if we go 1, 2, that's enough for 90. 3, 4 is enough for a S shape. And then we're going to have to go 1, 2, that's enough for 90 again. 1, 2, that is enough for the full S shape. So that we can swing from here into here. And then from here, this we're going to put at a 90. So we go from the center, right? So we'll go here, center, so 1, 2, 1, 2. And then that is our 90. And then this goes over to here. And then what I need to do now is throw in this junk pipeline cross thing here. And get this thing to hook up properly somewhere. Alright, so if we're here, so 1, 2, 1, 2. So as long as I can get the pipeline thing to center on this, and I'm using the 2 bolts at the bottom aligned with the center of that little pedestal thing support. And then with that in the way, that should make a nice 90, or should have made a nice 90. Oh, right. I know why. Because that's here, not here. Should I move this entire thing? I feel like I should move this entire thing. Nah, it's fine. Alright, so can I go from here? I can. Then we'll do horizontal to vertical. That should be a nice tight 90 right there. Perfect. Alright, so there is our molten copper. And then we need to bring in our molten zinc. So that will be, again, starting from the middle here. So 1, 2, 1, 2. That gets us out to the 90. And then once we have this location, we bring it out 1, 2 again. And that brings us up alongside that, so we still are going to get a 90 off of this. If it wants to work properly. There we go. Noodle for the win, I guess. Alright, and then what we do is we run this over to the side. And then this can go directly into here. Is it gonna look nice? Hopefully it'll look nice. I know the noodle can get a little weird sometimes, but I'm hoping it gives... Yeah, see, it's got like a bend in here. I don't like that. Alright. So horizontal to vertical should keep us in nice angles. There you go. See, now it's nice and straight. Okay. Good. Okay, so there is our molten zinc. There's our molten copper. Now we need to do the same thing for the rest of these. So, just get it going, I guess. Alright, so we start here. 1, 2, 1, 2. Alright, and then we go, let's see, so 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, no. That's for the other one. Okay. And then this one. 1, 2, 1, 2. Alright. Wait, no. This one has to move out. Okay. There we go. And that. Okay, and then we need to set up this. And that should be where that is, yes. Okay, good. Alright, and then we connect this to here. We connect this using those 2 bottom bolts as a guide again. And this one can go to here. Nope, not there. There we go. Okay, so there is our lead. There is our tin. Okay. Get to do it all again. Okay, and then this one goes to here, here. Okay, and then that can go into here. That can go into there. Why is that weird? Why are you weird? Okay, and then this needs to go to here. Oh, I should have. It's fine. We'll just line it up like this. Looks pretty good. All right, and then pipeline. Oh, see, this is what happens if you don't line it up exactly perfectly. It does not work. I'm adjusting by like pixels over here. Okay. So that obviously is not working. So go back to this method. Okay. Are you going to work this time? There we go. I don't know why it's so finicky, but that's why alignment is important in this game, unfortunately. But there's our iron, there is our magnesium. We now have all of our molten metals coming out. Okay. Man. Alright, so now that I have that, we need to run it through a solidifier and a cooler. And these are not small little creatures here. So to take a look at what this needs, this is going to need water. So we can cool water, which is useful. So you know how I said in here where it takes that steam, right? And then all I'm doing right now is just evacuating it out to the atmosphere. If I run it through this, I can cool it back down and actually make water. So we take not hot steam, right, but just regular steam, and then you can take that and reduce it back down into water. So quite useful, actually. All right, and then if we wanted to do, let's say, some iron, all right, so we're gonna need water and our molten iron, and we can only take in 30 molten iron per minute, but if you remember, these things are producing 90, right? Well, no, sorry. This will actually be doing 45, because it'll be, so we're putting in 90, getting out 30, plus half of 60, half of this, so 30 plus 15, 45. So, if we have to do that, that means that every, well, hold on, running the math. Yeah, so we'll get 120 iron plus 60 in the pure items, which will be 180 ingots per minute that we can then use for stuff. And keep in mind, before all of this, it was like one, I don't know, ore will get you like 1 ingot or something like that, right? Or was it even less than that? I don't even remember, dude. So it was like 1 to 1. Oh, yeah, there you go. So crushed, if you're looking at the iron ingot, go down there, standard recipe, right? So you have the crushed, I don't know if that's steertite or something, but it's just a 1 to 1. And then if you go with this, we're taking 1 and we're multiplying it by like 3 or 4, so it's kind of insane. Yeah, so if you look down here at the solidifier and cooler that's down at the bottom, 1.5 gives you 6, so that's an increase of 4. Now this is also going to give us steam, right? So we have to take this steam, and now again, when you're reducing the steam back down, like if we go and look at this again, right? So that's 3 to 1, bringing it back down, right? So keep that in mind. So 3 to 1. So if we're taking 10 here and we're making 15 here, 3 to 1, that means that once this is cooled, we'll have 5 water. And we're taking in 10, so we're using up 5 water, that just gets wasted, but half of that comes back if we can put it back into water. So now I get to try to figure out how to get all of this hooked up, because we need to plug in both molten iron and water. And that's going to be fun. And then I'm also going to need 2 of these for the pures, and then, so yeah, like 9, again, like these things. And we need 9 of these. Insane. But we will get it to work. I'm going to need to grab water, so if, yeah, we're going to need 90 water out of that just to make these things run. And we'll get half of that back. So technically we only need 45 water, which means that once the water is cooled back down into water and then recirculated through, we can survive on 45 water, because you need 90, but you get half of it back, so 45, you know, you get it. Anyways, and then just one of those extractors, I think, does, I don't remember how much it was, fair amount. But the only problem is I have to get that water over here somehow, and I'm fairly certain that I cannot put this in there. So I'm gonna have to go like either down into there or out into there, and that is a long way to try to get water out of here. But we're gonna do it anyways because we have to. So we're gonna go and run that way. We have a long way to go. And then basically, I want the water to get to this level. And then I'll put a bunch of collectors up here so we can collect all of the water. But basically, I have to get out into here. Because if we go down into here to the water extractor, we can't put it anywhere in here, but we can put it... Oh, I need rotors, but... Yeah, let me just make some more of those. And we'll go this way. Ow. Took a little tiny fraction of damage. And I'm out of revite. Alright. Good to go. Alright. Rotors. Okay. All right. So now we get to see where we can put this. So we can put one here, which is really, really surprising. We can put one here. That's actually a lot closer. I mean, I can put this one in here just for like starters. Then we can figure out what we can do after that, I guess. Can't really put it anywhere else there, but we can put it right there, which is actually kind of a nice spot for it. All right, so let's get this out. Okay, so that should be a good place for right here. Yeah, so that can run up onto here. All right, so let's start putting in some support structures because we want to make sure our stuff is supported. Not that it needs to be, but you know. That should be fine, right? And then I'll put another one over here, but this one has to be a little bit different. So we're going to put this down onto here, and then we're going to grab a large foundation, put that on the bottom. Then walls. Because that is just how this aesthetic is set up so far. Not anything super advanced or magical or anything like that. Just, you know, useful. All right, so next thing. We're going to need that to go off of that, I think. And then it would also be useful if I had a way to get up onto there. So let's go ahead and throw some stairs onto there. That should line up fairly nicely. Excellent. All right. And now what I have to do is get one of these little pipeline support things and then connect that down there up to here. There we go. So auto gets that in there nicely. All right. So next thing, power. So I'm going to do this a little differently. So I have these little wall outlets, right? Which are nice, and I can put them over here. And then I can string this along the side here without actually throwing up some ugly poles. So we'll put that one there. Well, no, actually, no. Hold on. Let's see, where does this need to be? That needs to be there. So that's 1, 2, 3-ish. And we'll just put that there. It'll be fine. All right, so then I can run this over to here. That can go over to there. And that should run under that because of the slack. And then this can plug in directly right there. And then the next thing that I'm going to need on here is a pump. So how far up is this going to be able to get? Oh, I need more rotors. Okay. All right. Oh, and another thing to mention, I did not actually plan out the size of this. So this is just kind of what I decided to put up. And the fact that it is working completely by accident. Not by design. Alright, so that can go this way. And that can go up there as well. And then I can take this guy, plug that up into there, and then we should start pumping water. The question is that aligned? Nope, it's off to the side. Is that going to bother me? Not enough. Alright. So now that I have that, we need to do fluid buffers. I need modular frames for these. Okay. You would think I would remember this, but nope. Okay, let's see. 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good to go. Okay. Now, fluid buffer, put that here because reasons. And then, let's see, that can go onto there. Good to go. That should be filling up. That will carry 400 for us. And then all of this needs to go this way. And I kind of want to have this either be on the edge or up above so I can like walk under it. I could put it like over here maybe. I don't know. How do I feel about that? It would have to go there anyways. Or I could just put it on the side. Like quite literally just plunk it here. Does it matter? In the grand scheme of things, no. It does not. Alright, so we will run this then over to here. And then we will run all of this over to here. What the... Dude. You okay there, dude? You scared the crap out of me, man. Alright, so now we have water. It'll get here eventually, so we'll have 400 storage in there, plus whatever storage I have in here, so that's 74.3 in the pipe network. So that's 473 water, just kind of chilling there. Alright, now, for the way to set up all of these things. Is there a good way to do it? Is there a bad way to do it? I mean, this is going to give us... Why is it making so much noise? It's just annoying. I'm trying to think of the way that I want to run all of our molten metals versus water in here. Because I'm thinking I run these across this way. And then probably across here, so I have room for all 9 of them that have to be here. So if I were to put this and align it to that, it's just one of them. That's 3. Oh, that is not the right spot, dude. 3, 4. Oh, and this has to move out anyways because I'm going to need room for all the piping. So the other thing I could do is like dip this down and then run it underneath to wherever it needs to go. But that is a lot of these things I'm going to need. And I'm going to need space to do it as well. I mean, I could do the dipping down with the water too, so it doesn't really matter how I do it, to be honest. And if I decide to run all of these things like across here, I'm going to want them to be organized. I mean, granted, if I run them under the platforms too, I'm going to want them to be organized. Man. Decisions and decisions. I mean, I could expand out this way too, right? But I think for now, try to keep everything on one level if I can. We got plenty of water, maybe, sort of. There's not much water coming in right now. Why is there not much water coming in? Is it pumping? Did we lose power? No? What's going on here? Do we need another pump on here? Yeah, so that's all the way full, so... Okay, so I'm thinking we need to move the pump up a little tiny bit. So each facility will pump the water up a certain amount, and then pumps will keep it going up the rest of the way. Okay, so I guess I need to move this up a little bit more. See, but I don't know where that cutoff is, though. And I can't exactly see it either. What is the head? That's what it's called. For this. 10 meters. Okay. 10 meters is like 30 feet. Okay, so if I am 5 feet, and I'm going to be about there, so, well, 6 feet, whatever. We need 5 of me, which should put me about in here somewhere. So, if I can get this... I don't know, maybe to there. And then this time I want to make sure that this is aligned properly. There we go. Okay, so is that going to pump it up into here? Or is that still too low? Okay, so now we're flowing. Good. Flowing here. Good. Sort of flowing here. That's good. Okay. Charles, welcome. Says you can use walls to help measure head lift. Use 2 4-meter walls. It's a good idea. But then I don't like where do you place the walls, right? I mean, you'd have to put something down there, and then you need a platform to place that on, of course. Oh, those things are really going at it, dude. All right, but I mean, we're okay now, so that should be good. We have this filling up with water. Should be all right. Okay, so how do we want to get all of these things working? I feel like if we ran them this way, that might actually work out better. And then I can drop the water down under to feed everything. And wait, we're gonna have 9 of these things, right? So we're gonna need 90 water. I think this only makes 60. Well, no, because 90, half of that, 45. Okay, yeah, we'll be fine with just this for now. Again, that's just for this base, and this is all of the ore production we're going to have here. We're not going to have any more than this. And then by the time we do need more than that, we'll be somewhere else. Alright, so this can go to here. And then we'll go into here. 1, 2, bring it this way. And then that will be 1, 2. Wait, no, we want to go here. And then this 1, 2. Okay, and then this will go to the middle of this pipe. And then this will go over to here. We'll put another one over here, I guess. And this is just how we're going to feed all of the ores into the appropriate coolers. Charles says, just place the foundations and walls down temporarily and delete them later as a guide. I get that, but what I meant was, like, foundations don't clip or connect to this, right? So you have to kind of guess where you're going to put them. And it's like if you were to take like a 4, right? You can actually, like, how do you know like where the bottom is, right? Of that to properly measure it. I mean, you're going to be off by 2 meters anyways, so I suppose there is that little bit of leeway. But, you know, I like being accurate when and where I can. So, eh. And the other thing is I have to get all of this molten slag out of here, too. Forgot about that. That's fine. We'll figure that out. There must be a bean under me or something. It's making all kinds of racket. Okay, so that can go to there. Is that looking proper so far? Yes, it is. Okay, good. All right. All right. So here is all of our stuff. And we're going to have to run this over to all of our solidifiers and coolers, which means that we now need, or at least we know now where this has to go, and that'll be about here. So if I run this over to here and about there, I believe that should be good for this one. All right, so what is in this first one? This is copper. Okay, so we're going to need 2 of these for the copper. That is bronze. Oh, and I gotta make those things too. Oh, dude. Okay. I forgot about the bronze. And then brass is gonna be a different one. I think that's iron and copper, or iron and tin, one of the two. And then bronze is copper and tin. So I have to make those 2. And then the bronze ingots, I have to mix the molten bronze together. Oh, dude, did that just, like, mess up everything? Well, no, because I think these can take in... Yeah, like, how does this make bronze, right? Hang on. So let's get another one of these things. We'll just set it out here and take a look at what it needs. Okay, so molten bronze requires 30 copper and 10 tin. Okay. So tin is a primary, copper is also a primary, so we'll have 10 extra tin. And then I have to take... Okay, so that's got to go and be its own separate thing. Okay. So what I can do here is we will take this one off, and then this will feed the bronze. So all of this one will feed the bronze, which means we only need 1 copper one over here. And that will feed off of this one back here, which puts out a full 60. And then that's zinc. I don't need to worry about zinc yet. Well, it puts out 30, whatever. Okay, so if that's 30, this is taking in 30. Okay, plus 10 water. Okay, so that will work out. And then does this have to back up one more? Trying to get this to look, you know, proper. So let's see if that is better. There we go. Should be R90-ish. No, that's still kind of awkward. Why is that awkward? Okay, so... Oh, because that whole thing is awkward. 2, 1, 2... Okay, so we will try to reduce the awkwardness. With that. And that can go straight over to there. That is straight, right? Middle, yes, okay. So that will pour into there. And then we're also gonna need some water. Now the water, I'm just gonna have dump. See, now I'm wishing that I had this kind of over a bit more, but it's fine. Okay, so I'm gonna put in a floor hole here. And then we can run this to there. Get this over to here. And that can go to there. Alright. So now we have the water going down under here, so I can use that to connect in under here. Which means that this all is going to need floor attachments. Alright. Looks good about there. Alright. And then that. I don't know why it doesn't like that, but it's okay with the noodle. Alright. It's fine. It's a little weird, but fine. Okay. And that will allow me to run into the next solidifier and cooler, which is going to be our zinc. All right. Okay, so about here, and then about there. That is not even in the right place. Wow, okay. Right, 1, 2, okay. It's a little awkward with the placement because these aren't exactly foundation square blocks, meaning they don't fit exactly in like one foundation or two foundations. They're like slightly bigger or smaller, which just makes everything kind of more awkward. Okay, so that is that. Okay, so now here's the issue that I'm going to run into. For the bronze, I'm going to be okay with the copper, but the tin is going to throw me off a little bit because I'm making 90 tin. If I take 10 of that away for the bronze, that leaves 80. And then each of these things makes, 30. Well, I mean, I'm only going to be getting half of that anyways, right? So 90, that'll make 45. 30 will go off. That leaves 15. That's going to mess everything else up, isn't it? Yeah, bronze is going to be a pain. But it's fine. Just got to figure it out. Okay, so this one is connected, so our next one is going to be tin. Alright, so what I'm going to do here, because I need to run the tin over here with this extra copper, which is going to go off of here. So both of these need to get plugged into one of these, which means I have to put another one of those down here somewhere. So let me just see where we have a good place for it. And this is going to make slag too, so that's another thing to keep in mind. And then we have to go off on either side. This is going to be super awkward. How's that going to look? Is that centered? It is centered. I don't think this is where I want these to go, though. Because all the slag has to go somewhere, and I want that to be about there. I think that's the slag right there. So that means that this thing has to move back one more. Something like that anyways. Okay, is that still in line with this? It is, actually. Well, that's good. Okay, so then we can run the tin in over here. We can run our copper over into here. All right, let's see. This has got to go probably... We want this to be horizontal to vertical if I can get it. Oh, that's nasty looking. Let me see what I can do here. So the cool thing about these supports is you can actually change the angle of them at the top. So if we go up to here, right, now we can make this go here, except I forgot to rotate it. There we go. Now I don't think that's going to like that very much, so we won't do that. And then that is going to be even with this, okay, and then 1, 2. Alright. Let's just see if we can make this... Nope. Auto 2D, noodle. Noodle works. Otherwise, that's the only thing that does work. Alright. Yeah, it's a little weird. I would think that you could make this work better, maybe? I don't know, I'm probably putting way too much thought into this. In fact, I know I'm putting way too much thought into this. Just, I want it to look nice. Here we go. Horizontal, vertical, close enough. I'm okay with it. Alright, and then we need this to go this way to line up with the middle here. And that is good there, so that is our copper being plugged in to here. We need a little bit of this coming off. And I can actually run it. That's in line with that line right there. So that will go here. Alright, so that can go to there. Why is that straight? I can't tell if that's straight. Whatever, it's close enough, right? Alright, and then I need this guy to go over into here. So that way, these two can share. It's off a little bit. And then this can go, okay, so from here, so one, two, three, 4. And then that'll go up to there. This should be enough for an S shape. And that will go into there. There we go. Okay, so there is our molten tin feeding into here. We've got our copper going into here. We are going to need some power going into here. Molten bronze. There we go. And then I think we're out of rubite, which is why we're not making more tin right now. So I need to go and get some more of that. And then if I run this out over to here, or do I just give it like its own thing? Probably just give it its own thing. Yeah. Bronze can be special, it's an alloy. All the rest of this though, we gotta keep it going. All right. Well, so we'll go to here. That is on the line. So 1, 2. Is that correct? Yep. Okay. Next. Here we go. Wait, does that? No, that's correct. It looks like it's off, but it's not. Okay. Another solidifier and cooler. Okay. And now this one can go out to here. No. Okay, so we're on this line now. 1, 2, 1, 2. That can go over to here. And then I still need to yeah, okay. That can go there. That can go there. All right. All right. How many more of these things do I have to do? 14? 2? Okay. 2 I can do. And I'm going to need another one for the steam, so... Alright. So there's one. I need more bronze frames. I have no more in there. I could make more in here. Of course, I'm gonna need more screws if I do that, though. Then I don't have to make the frames, which is nice. Then I'm gonna need another 5 for changing the steam back. All right, so I think the beans all have indigestion because they're making some grumbly sounds all the time. Okay, solidifier, cooler, and I'm still missing. I gave all my screws up and I need the screws for this. Great. Okay. I'll give you like half of those. Okay. Go. All right. Okay, next. This goes out, that is even on that line there. 1, 2, 1, 2. Alright, now that one probably isn't going to reach here. Which is fine. Just got to run another one. Alright. So that is there, and then this one can run to here as well. And then this one has to go, because this is on this line here. 1, 2. That goes into there. Alright. So that is all of the molten stuff getting plugged into where it needs to go. Alright, so now we need to work on the water, getting all the water plugged into where it needs to go. Alright. It's a lot of water. Alright. Do I have the underhung pipeline? I can do this one. That'll work. Alright, so if we're coming off of the middle here, well, let's just get this going to here first. And that will run to there. Now I think that is not completely straight. Yeah, that's just the way that works. There we go. So this should hopefully be better. Now it's lower over here than it is over here. I'm like remembering all of these things from when I played last time, and it's just like all the little things that I have to do to make this not mess with me. So yeah, you can see that this is actually too short. So if we go to noodle, and we can make it work properly. And then noodle on a straight line will still be a straight line, so that's all good. All right, next. Just go into auto, I guess. See how far we have to go. Just about to here, it looks like. Okay, so 3, 4, wait. Am I missing? I think I'm missing something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is that how many I had? You know what I just realized? I was supposed to double up on some of these, and I didn't. Dang it. It's fine. Not going to worry about it. Okay, so we shall run this over to here. Run this one over to here. And then this needs to be on horizontal to vertical. That goes into there. All right, now we set these up. Put one there. That one is on the line. All right, so that could be about right there. And this one is on that line, so kind of sort of about right there. This one is on that line, so kind of sort of there. And I'm missing copper pipes. I have no copper right now, so it's a bit of an issue. All right, so we'll take this out, take that out. I mean, everything is where it kind of needs to be. And I think copper was the first one that we were making. So, all right. No, that's not gonna work. Okay, nope. Need the other one. There we go. Hang it from the ceiling. All right. That goes there. That goes there. All right. Now that should be our copper. We are gonna have to give it some power though, so that way it'll actually work. All right. So we're gonna run this here. We'll run it to here, and then we'll run it back here to wherever it needs to go. And then we can string it from piece to piece to piece. All right, so then that goes there, to there, to there, to there, 2 there, and 2 there. Okay. Now that should be making copper. Then I can use this copper to make copper pipes. We're also building up some steam here, so I need to do something about that. But first, let's take this and can I just make a little craft bench up here? Let's see. So I need copper pipes. Oh, that's made from bus bars. Okay. Man. This game is a lot of work, unfortunately. And then I can make these little copper bus bars, I guess. Alright. Now, the steam has to go and get reformed. I don't even know if that's the right word for it. But we have to turn it back into water. So we're turning it from steam back into water, so we are reforming it. That's why my brain went for it. I don't know if that's accurate or not. And then this will run out to here, to there, to there, there, and there. Why does this one not work? Weird. Okay. So this shouldn't be making any byproduct except for the copper, and it does make it quite quickly, which is nice. See, I could just run this directly. No, this is fine. I'm okay with the way it is. Alright, so that is doing a thing. Good. This also needs to be doing a thing. Right, I needed tin, which means I need rubite. Okay. I want to get the bronze going because I'm going to need bronze pieces. Little lizard doggo right there. Alright, what do we have for space slots? Okay, good. Eventually I'll make this one look nicer too. But for now, that's good enough. Alright. Good. Oh, there is enough rubite there. So why isn't it making tin? Because something is stuck somewhere? Okay, which one of these is making... Oh! Stone. Right. I have to get rid of that stuff. Or store it somewhere. Okay, so that is going to be in here. Would be the easiest way to get rid of it. I suppose I could do one of these for now, except I don't have rotors or screws, so that's going to be an issue. Well, let's make them. Rotors. Okay, and then more screws. Can't actually make too many of those, that's unfortunate. Okay. Awesome sink. I need 150 screws for that. Are you kidding me? Okay. Alright, so we're just gonna toss this in here for now. And it's too far forward, okay. Okay, logistics Mark II. Not much. It was probably fine right where it was. I need more screws. I don't have any more screws. What am I supposed to do? Well, I take this one apart. Alright, that should give me 150 screws. Then I can get rid of these. Yeah, it was actually where it was supposed to be the first time. Okay, so sue me. Alright, I want that to go exactly right there in the middle, so I'm gonna look at that, then open up my little menu, and then when this goes down to be placed, it'll pop right back down to where it needs to be. Exactly where I placed it. Alright, so this. Then Mark II belt going to here. And then we need some power going to this. There we go. That's gonna bother me. This needs to go up one more. Sorry, dude. There we go. There we go. Okay. Then stone. There. Okay. Good. And then I could put in a merger over here-ish. And then this is here. 1, 2. I don't know if that's the right size. I think this one is just the Mark I, so that can go over there. Should be good. Alright. That is a place for all of the stone to go for now. Alright, now, which one of these is iron? Zinc. This one is... what is this one? Tin? I think this is iron. Yeah. Alright. So this is the second to last one? Okay. Alright, so then that means that this one gets to go here. That can go there. Okay, so that will send water into there. Of course it needs... no, it's already got power. Then I'll need to do something with all of the steam as well, so there's that. Alright, that can go there, that can go there, that can go there. That can connect. Alright, so that should be water to all of those. Good. Alright, and then I'm also going to need water to go into... wait, no, I'm not, because it's already molten, so that doesn't need it. The solidifier and cooler will need it, though. Alright. So, what's going on? Right, this needs to be iron, good. Alright, and then this one is what? Magnesium. can't do anything with the magnesium yet. Okay, so then we'll just flush the entire pipe network. That'll keep the iron going, and then that's an easy way to get rid of the liquid. Of course, you don't get anything for it. You just kind of lose points, basically. This is going to bother me. There we go. Much better. That one looks good. That one looks good. That one's too short to really matter. But it looks better now. Okay. So that is zinc. Okay, this is the copper. Okay, so that's doing its thing. Good. This is tin. So we'll get that going. There we go. This is lead, which I think is already set up. It is not. Okay, so there's that. Then iron, of course, and then magnesium I can't do anything with, unfortunately. Okay, so we are now making bars. A lot of them, actually. And then we're also making steam. Now I have to take that steam and do something with it, but I also have to take care of all of the slag that's being made in here. So that's going to be another thing I have to do. I'm going to run that out to the side here and then pop it down under the floor. I think that would be the easiest way to take care of that. So, let's see how much slag we have made. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That should allow me to make a nice little S shape. Does that need to go back one? Yes, it does. Okay. And that can go where? I suppose we line it up with wherever this can go. So if we put that here, that'll put that right on the line for each of these. Can I do that over here, though? No, I need to do that. Okay. Hang on. So this one is actually not the limiting factor. It's actually the first one that is the limiting factor. So, all right. Let's see. And of course, all of this needs to go under here because we're going to take it off the side here. I think it goes in the middle. Okay, so that can go to there. This one can go to here. Alright, so that is where our slag is going to go. So this horizontal to vertical should be nice straight line there. Good. Alright. We need to do the same thing over to here. And then that goes down into the floor. Okay, so there's that one, that one. Still need to do this one. All right. Oh, am I even going to be able to do that right here? I think there might be a belt under here that's going to be in the way. Yep. Okay. Well, there's plenty of ways to skin cats, so I'm not going to worry about it too much right now. That can go. Alright, then this one can go. Alright, so then if we're going to put this over here in a different way, one, I should probably have this go into a curve. Alright, so if we're going to be here, then I have to go over to here. 1, 2. So we'll run it this way, and then we'll run it up, and then we'll figure it out from there. All right, so that can go to there. And then this can go into here. And then this, hopefully, will have enough room. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. And then that can run up onto there to join with everything else. And then this can run, I guess, this way somewhere. I don't know exactly where I'm going to put it. It's got to get processed, though. So we could run it over to here. I've got enough room to maybe swing it across and run it somewhere else. We have to connect it up to the slag over here too, so we got to keep that in mind. No, that's not gonna like that. I don't have a three-way connection yet, or like a corner connection for the pipes, so that will not work. Because I have to come out here too. So that's got to get out here, go up, and then go this way, I'm assuming. And then I'll need to find some way to get this thing to connect up onto here and go out that way, but then we're going to have this thing in the way. Okay. Caffeine, help me. Okay, I'm gonna try something here. Okay, so that needs to be in the middle. Okay. So we'll roughly get that aligned here. Okay. So we take that off, then we can run this out this way. And then we can still, I think, connect this up into here. Oh, and I have to run this into here too. Can it be done? I have no idea. No, I don't think this is gonna work either. Unless I run this under here. So like this would then connect in over here. I mean, it says I can put it here. So if it thinks I can do it, who am I to tell it that it can't? Or I could actually align this at an angle. So that way that can just kind of plug directly in, and then I can do the same thing over here with this one. So if I run this out to here as well, and then I take another one of these little cross guys, and that can go up into there. That can go up into there. Okay. Then I'm going to need this to go into here somehow, so that's going to be fun. And I need more screws. That's cool. Let's see, this should be iron. Okay, there's some iron. Make a bunch of screws. First I have to turn it into iron rods. Now, if I gave myself more space for all of this stuff, I could probably make everything work out really, really nicely. But, you know me, just trying to cram as much as I can into as small of a space as possible. So if I'm not building super gigantically big, I'm building super not gigantically small, and then trying to put gigantically big stuff inside of the gigantically small stuff. Doesn't work very well. And we are over or past 9 o'clock too, so I'm gonna have to end this eventually. Oh right, I need screws. Right, 500. There we go. All right, that should be enough for now. Hopefully. It's not ideal, but you know, if it sort of works, that's enough for me. All right, that's got to be aligned. Oh, hey, that's not even connected over there. What? How did that happen? Oh, that's not gonna work. This needs to be auto. Let's go back to horizontal vertical. Okay, good. So that should just have to line up with that. I'm hoping. And then we just take this thing, plug this into here. Not ideal, but you know, close enough, I suppose. Alright, so that is all of the slag coming out of all of this. We have a lot of slag in here, so we're just gonna empty it for now. We can't do anything with it yet. So that'll get rid of all of that slag, and then all of this slag, I still have to somehow make this work. That's gonna be fun. Let's see, so if we're here, we're gonna have to go like 1, 2. So like in the middle of this, but like up. And then rotate it as well. Okay, now, can this make it up to here? Actually, I think it can, which means I can actually do this a little bit nicer. Nah. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, so I can put this back where it was because I don't need it. I think that goes there. Alright. And then this goes over to here. And then we need to run this to here, and then might as well just connect it to, right? Right, and then that can go down this way and plug into here. This pipe has an invalid shape. I don't believe you. Alright. Then, this thing can go sort of over here, I guess. And then that can go into here. Alright, so slag, slag, slag. Okay. We have the slag here. Slag and slag. Oh, that's not right. Alright, and then that goes into here. Alright, and then I still have to connect this one into here. So we'll just see if we can get it somewhat in here. That's where it fits, so that's where it's going to have to go. Alright. Good enough. Alright. So that is all of the slag coming out of here. Just flush it again because reasons. Alright. And then the slag is coming out over here, so we can probably get rid of these. Okay, and then this can go there. Something like that anyways. Alright, and then that has to join up with this slag, and then this has to go into another solidifier and cooler, and then I also need another solidifier and cooler to handle all of the steam and turn it back into water, because right now we are not producing enough water because we need to turn the steam back into water. Alright, but as I said before, it is past 9 o'clock, so I have work tomorrow, unfortunately. We got a lot done. It doesn't seem like we got a lot done, but given my OCD nature, I think we actually did fairly good. Does this ladder not work? That ladder does not work. Does this ladder work? That ladder does not work either. Well, that's cool. We'll just go up here then. Alright. So we have all of our crushers hooked up, going into our sorters. Those sorters are then taking all of that fun stuff and then running it into all of these guys. And then all of the piping for all of that goes all the way over to there, into there where we're actually making our bars, finally. And then once we have our bars, we can actually start our normal production stuff. So that'll be good. But for now, that is going to be all that I've got. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed. And if you did, hopefully you'll join me for the next one, which will be tomorrow night at same time, same place, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time from Freedomland. But for now, and until then,